we first have some other kinky stuff.
Do you remember that movie we filmed on location? And, with all the right-wing people doing their churchy stuff, we sort of did that movie. Well, apparently they weren't too happy with the way we left the place. In fact, we didn't get our bond back, if I remember rightly, with that church movie shot. Do you remember what I'm talking about, or were you're pretty high that
I'm a
day?
bit hazy about the details,
Mm.
but
Well,
I remember an altar and Karen and John were having a little bit of fun there, and we thought like, oh hey, we can incorporate this in the movie instead of stopping them. I felt at the time that might have been a mistake.
yeah, well, you remember when we said clean up in aisle 6 earlier in this stream? Well, yeah, apparently that did echo through the wonderful resonances of the church after they discovered what we got up to. So, should we run with the story, or do we need to give a little more of a lead in onto the...
I already put it on screen. So,
Right.
holy water and praise must restore altar in Flemish church after sex video.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm sorry
so
for that.
having sex in a church means you've got to give it the full holy water, get rid of Satan treatment. Kind of poses a few interesting questions there.
Unless it's, yeah, they kind of know how to do it. It's a bi-weekly thing.
Right. So do they kind of go in with a pressure washer, like one of those things, and load it up with holy water and over the joint, give it the whole once over? Because I'm sure it's not just the altar that we use, the pews that we use, pew. I'm sure there's a few other places they may need to apply the full treatment to. So perhaps there's money in cleaning them, holy water dousing of things. What do you think? And do a baptism as well. Pressure washer that does baptisms and cleans your church. I think this could be a gift.
Yeah, it could be a good company.
Man, well, we could. Sorry, Facty's just.
What did Facty say? Holy
water
is the lube.
Is lube.
Oh wow.
Oh, dude. Wait for what's coming up. You are going to be so amazed. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's like he's hacked our computers. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so the altar at St. Michiel's Church in the municipality of Bree in the Limburg province was sprinkled with holy water, so not pressure cleaned. This weekend to restore the church to its former glory after a sex video was recorded there.
Former glory. Is that like a morning glory? But it's an after a morning glory. It precedes the morning glory. It's a former glory. Okay. All right. Cheesy? Or are you just gobsmacked?
I think we killed him.
I don't know. This is beyond me. I have questions. We're not going to get any answers, but who on earth decides, they're feeling a little bit raunchy and let's head out to the church? Well, I don't get it. Why would you do it? You're going to need more than the pressure washer as well to get that off.
I think they thought it would be a great video.
Or, okay, guys, elephant in the room, or as I like to call it, what I get kicked out every Sunday for, the boner in the church, is who discovered the movie and how did they get word of it? Someone is probably putting a lot of money in the collection plate because they have to and spending extra time at confession because they must have found that movie somehow to know what was going on. So...
Yeah, I imagine like the guy dressed up as a pastor and the girl dressed up as a nun.
Ah, yes. many years ago when I was in church, Ethel leaned over and said to me, I just did a silent fart. What should I do? And I said, turn your fucking hearing aid up. Anyway, church, we all have our fun, don't we? Okay.
This Ethel.
That makes
I mean,
That was Ethel. Yeah.
This Ethel.
that makes sense.
Thank you, Ethel. That's the one.
That makes
God,
sense.
God, I miss her. She just never shuts up too, does she? I've had the Boomah train and the Ethel run tonight. What next? Gomez? Well, Gomez will be after these fucking products.
Oh yeah, after the next section. That.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so the police opened an investigation after opened an investigation into an explicit video that was circulating on social media. From our church, intimacy was made public and put up for grabs in the media. Dean Jaak Jansen said on local radio on Sunday. In this way, the meaning of the church building and the altar are wronged. I guess you have to might have to think about that one and yeah.
They've been thinking about it for 2,000 years and they still haven't got the story straight. I don't think another 10 minutes will make much, or another few days will make any difference. But of course, we love it because don't churches and religion provide us with a rich vein of material to talk about as to how fucking funny it all is. Anyway.
Yeah, the sprinkling helped at the suggestion of churchgoers and the diaconese. And a prayer was said too.
They haven't really learnt anything from pandemic, have they? They could have gone in with antibacterial, this, that, and the other, but no, they've sprinkled it with holy water and said a couple of prayers.
I have a feeling they did both, but
well, on the few times in recent past that I have been in church, which has been actually, unfortunately, funerals, I notice when I do go to the toilet and I wash my hands, it burns. It's a cold tap, yet it burns. Like, it's so hard to wash your hands in a church. I dare say you guys have the same problem. How do they do that? A cold tap feels boiling and steam comes off and shit like that. So anyway, don't know what the cause of that would be.
I have a ring that gives me +4 holy damage protection. We have +4 holy damage protection. I don't burn.
A ring +4 in a church. Oh my God, it just keeps going, doesn't it? You can't say anything.
So they did find a couple and they questioned them, and the magistrate found them guilty and impressed measures on them. They have to follow a training course that makes them think about their actions and their impacts.
There's a training course to stop you having sex on altars?
No, but it's probably some sensitivity training or something like that.
I love the way you're pretending you don't know about it, Cheesy. Dude, your name was on the list. I saw you at that course. Fucking hell. We all know. Don't even go for a second. Don't think for a second we didn't. Didn't you see how many familiar faces were there? Oh, dude, you don't need to get a heart check. It was pretty much everyone you know who was at that course. Oh, so, fucking jittery.
Actually, it probably is a training course for people who have sex on altars, because I've just Googled sex on altar, and it's happened more than once. It's not as uncommon as I first thought, but yes, there appear to be there's at least 15 different stories there. So there must be a church-sanctioned "don't shag on the altar" course that you have to attend afterwards.
Well, yeah.
That's why people stand up to sing. That's why they stand up to sing the choir, sing the hymns. Okay.
Well, I guess the knowledge that you have to sit through a boring training course might be a better deterrent than jail time or a fine.
Actually, if you think about it, you're just going to be in with a group of people who've got the same kink as you and your partner. So it just gets worse.
Hmm. Yeah. The song remains the same. It's just the location. Location. Yeah, we can get that
Oh,
sorted out.
you did.
So that's
Oh, you did it there. Oh, that's an interesting location. Ah. You have just watched an outtake of the Something for Nothing livestream. If you want to see the full show, you can follow the link in the description below. If you like what we got, please click the subscribe button and tickle that little bell. And of course, give us a like. See you next time.